Okay, here is a famous place where you can eat oysters, but it's good, it's not cheap. But I won't talk about it because it has been created after the 1920s. So here we are in front of Café Le Select, well-known cafe where all Americans writers were going, like Dos Passos, Faulkner and Hemingway. Behind me you can see the painting from an Italian painter, Garbieri, and the name of this painting is Intellectual at La Rotonde. This is what we are now, intellectual in Café La Rotonde. Each cafe in Montparnasse had its own customers according nationality. Because when you were an artist in the 20s here in Montparnasse, you didn't have money, you didn't have place to take a shower or bath. So when it was very cold, you were coming where? In the cafe to spend all day just having a café crème, coffee with milk, or just a coffee. So here we are in the bathroom of La Rotonde. Well, I guess it has changed a lot since the 20s. But this is where Kiki Montparnasse were using this place as a bathroom, especially to wash her feet, Because when she was going to Fujita to pose, like a muse that she was, Fujita, who was Japanese, was extremely sensitive to the hygiene. And he was very angry because Kiki had very dirty feet. So she was coming here to wash herself, of course, naked, but especially attention on her feet to be nice for the painting Japanese Fujita. And each cafe had customers according to nationalities. For example, La Rotonde, here where we are, was for the Latin people. So you had the Spanish Picasso, the Italian Modigliani, the other Italian Garbieri, the Mexican, Diego Rivera, and of course the French. But if you were coming from Scandinavia or Eastern Europe, for example, you were going in front in Le Dôme, where you could meet your compatriot and speak your language. So here we are in front of Le Dôme, the cafe for the people from north of Europe, like for example the Norwegian painter Per Krohg, or the people from Eastern Europe. I don't know if you've read the very good book from Hemingway, A Movable Feast. It's really a love poem from Hemingway about Paris. If you haven't read it, I recommend you to read it. And you have a chapter, very funny, about At the Dome with Passin, where Hemingway meets Passin, the painter from Bulgaria. He's having a drink with the two models, his two muses, who are obviously his lovers. And they have an interesting discussion between Hemingway and the painter, saying what is it when it's bigger, it's better. I'll let you know what does it mean. Here you can see one of the rare art studios which still exist in Montparnasse, because many have been destroyed. And here was living the French poet Louis Aragon, and also the Austrian great poet Rilke, who was the secretary of Rodin. Where was the Dingo Bar, famous place, famous bar where all the artists and writers were coming. It's where Hemingway met the first time Scott Fitzgerald. Here we are in front of La Coupole. This cafe has been created quite late in 1927, and the party was incredible. The people ate hundreds of eggs, hundreds of cakes, they drank hundreds of bottles of champagne. And at 5 o'clock in the morning, the people didn't want to go out. So they had to call the police because the people didn't want to end the party. This is how was the life in Montparnasse, crazy. People wanted to have fun, to drink, to make love, and to feel free. So thank you to have seen this little movie about the 20s in Montparnasse. I hope you liked it. I forgot to say this is the cemetery where Man Ray is buried. Kiki Montparnasse was buried in another place, and only one people came to a funeral. It was the great Japanese painter Fujita. So I hope you liked this movie. Thanks to send me emails to tell me if you liked it. Bye bye!